Hi, third graders. Welcome to language. Go ahead and take your books out to page 112. Make it nice and big here, 112. We're going to look at some very, very familiar material. It's a lot of level 4 thinking because you're breaking something apart and then like putting it back together, but with some restructuring. That's what level 4 is. So you'll see it and you'll be like, we know how to do this. I know, but it's still good review. So we're going to look at something called contractions on page 112. A contraction is formed by combining two words. An apostrophe is used to show where letters have been left out. And if I recall, and if you remember, when you were with Mrs. Jones, she had something like an activity, she said something about how the words go through an operation, and the apostrophe is used, or the Band-Aid represents the apostrophe. So I don't know if that sounds familiar. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but there you go. Now, we use contractions to make words one word. We combine two words to make one. We usually do this when we want to write less words, or if we want to speak less words. I'll let you know now, when you get to college, which is like far, far away, when you write, you can't use contractions that much. But, when you're speaking in everyday conversation, or even when you're writing to a friend or in your journals, contractions are cool. So here, these contractions mean are, and you have an apostrophe re. So they are equals their. We are equals we're. You are is your. Okay? Will has an apostrophe ll. So I will is I'll. He will is he'll. They will is they'll. We will is we'll, you will is you'll, and she will is she'll. And it's important to put the apostrophe in the correct place, okay? Just keep that in mind. Now, number one, you can do on your own because all the words are here. It's kind of like a word search now, except, not in a word search form. So, for example, if you need to find we will, the contraction for we will, it is right here. So all you have to do is write it down. Wheel. See? Miss Verby can do this. Go ahead. And I'll check at your at our Zoom meeting to make sure you actually did it. Don't leave it blank, okay? This is good level 4 practice, okay? So you can pause the video and you can just finish all of Think A and use this chart here. Unpause. All right. Now Think B. We're going to complete each sentence by writing contraction for the words in parentheses. Again, this is something you can easily do on your own, but we'll still do at least like 2, and then the rest at our Zoom meeting. And you can use this chart up here. Super helpful. So the first one says, they are spending time at the Basel Zoo in Basel, Switzerland. Okay, so the contraction for they are is there. So when I write it, capital T, because that's the beginning of a sentence, Heyre. There you go. Number 2, I wonder if he'll or he will visit the new elephant enclosure. So he will is up here. He'll. Okay. So you can do numbers 3 through 6 on your own, but we'll definitely review it at our Zoom meeting. This part is fun. Write a sentence about the contraction. So you need an interrogative sentence using she'll. Not shall, she'll. So, it has to be a question. Excuse me, I guess I can ask like, she'll be coming today, right? I guess, because it stands for she will be coming today, right? You can copy this if you want, because I know this one's a little challenging. And it has to be, like I said, an interrogative sentence. She'll be coming today, right? I hope you can see that. Okay. Now, exclamatory, I'll definitely change it. You have to use your, like you are, okay? So I'll say something like, you're 10 today, yay! Because it's your birthday. So, you're 10 today, yay! Okay. Now, if you think of something better, that's fine. You can share it at a Zoom meeting. Again, it has to be your, where you're saying you are, all right? Now let's go to our next lesson. I know 2 lessons. Did I surprise you? So let's go to page 115. We're skipping a few. We're reviewing a lot because on Friday you have a test. Page 115. So you're going to look at page 115, flip, 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 right? And boom, you know how to do this, diagramming. We won't do all of this in our Zoom, now. We'll do most of it at our Zoom meeting. So the first one says, Ethan is kicking the soccer ball. What's happening? What is he doing? Is kicking. Good. Is kicking. Who's kicking? Ethan. All right, so I draw my line, and then I will simply diagram it. Oh, this is easy, I could hear some of you saying. Okay, good, but you got to make sure you do it correct. Let's do number 2, and then we'll do the rest at our Zoom meeting. Henry has eaten his dinner. What did he do? What's happening? Has eaten. Has eaten. Who has eaten? Henry. Boom. And then I'll just diagram it. All right. Now, if you want to try the rest on your own, cool. If you want to wait till our Zoom meeting, still cool. Remember B. Same idea. We're going to look for the verb first, underline it twice. Then we're going to look for the subject, meaning the people or the things doing the action, and underline it 1 time. Garden eels are a strange kind of fish. Oh, I guess these are garden eels. Ooh, I should look at a real picture of this. So notice here, there isn't an action word, but we do have helping verbs like is, are, was, were, has, had, have, am. Is, are, was, were, has, had, have, am. Did you hear it when I said the helping verb in the sentence? I said are. Garden eels are a strange kind of fish. So I'm going to underline are twice. What are strange? I'm going to underline garden eels 1 time because that's the subject. And I'll draw my line. Number 2, you can see them at the Basel Zoo. What can you do? I even said the helping verb. Can see. All right. You can't. Now you have to underline that helping verb because, again, you got to give credit to the Uber driver. Who can see it at the Basel Zoo? You. All right. Now, again, you can do the rest on your own, or you can wait for, to review it at our Zoom meeting. But today's objective really was to do some level 4 thinking where we restructured words into their contractions. And I like how the book set it up here with when you want to change it to, when you're saying are, you're saying there with apostrophe RE. When you're saying will, you've got apostrophe LL. You did a lot of restructuring here in Think A and even in Think B, which again, you can do on your own, and then we'll see how we do at our Zoom meeting. Thank you very much, 3rd graders. Make sure you watch the math video. See you soon.